Welcome back, boys and girls, to another episode of Coaching Up. Today is part 2 of lean beef patty, and we're gonna go over the proper approach to cable flies. So, without further ado, keep your eyes glued to the screen, ears glued to the speakers, and let's learn some shit. Okay, so lean beef patty's got some really good form here. Lean beef patty's got some really good form here. She's very hard on the wrist. So I'm gonna break the shit down, right? Don't necessarily be so like stiff, but if we're gonna be stiff, we're gonna be stiff like this. I've made this point before, I haven't said it in a long time. If you're gonna punch somebody in the face with the grip you're using to hold whatever you're using, are you gonna break your wrist or are you gonna break their jaw? Some of y'all are gonna break your wrist. So if we're punching them like this, like, what's up, dog, what's up?
Oh!
Bam, nah, man, there goes, I can just see this shit, a compound fracture poking it this way. You wanted this, right? Or this, like, right? No, here, right? So we're doing a fly, we want to finish with a strong wrist without any of this weird stuff, right? Okay, so we're gonna go over some cable flies so we can kind of like squash our argument. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be arguing about this over and over again in terms of like, should I be crossing? Should I be doing this stuff to get more activation? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strip it down for you guys so you can really see slow motion, please. What I want to show you guys is exactly where the chest is being activated and why we don't necessarily need to cross over like this. A few techniques we should understand. Now, when we're doing this, few things. If I want to work this part of my chest, the clavicle head of my chest, the sternal head of my chest, and then the intercostal part of my chest. No matter what part of your chest anyway, they all connect to your arm and they do shoulder adduction. That's all it does. If there's something over there I gotta reach, it's like yoink. There you go, help me out, chest, and it helps me out. Do a little bit of, tricep extension there too, but I won't worry about that. Either way, if I wanna work this part of my chest, anything from here that's going to make me pull up is gonna work this part of my chest. So that's why if you did dumbbell front raises, something like that, you would get a little help because your anterior delt does help with shoulder flexion as well too, which is this, right? So if I wanna work this part of my chest from here, I'm gonna pull anything up here. Again, the entire chest is gonna get it, but it'll be isolated a little more here. If I wanna get the middle part of my chest, the sternal head of my chest, anything basically flat, like this. So when I'm pushing out from here, we can see this from this part here, right? Now, if I wanna get this part of my chest, the bottom part, come up, and anything basically where I'm pulling down. Now you can see how much my chest is working, pulling it down this way. Again, all parts of my chest are connected to the same point here and they pull your shoulder in. Just to make things super simple, the way that lean beef Patty was doing, I'm just calling her, my girl Patty was doing it. We're just gonna leave it simple. We have these both at 22. Now, what I wanna do is when I'm doing this setup, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gather myself like this and I'm gonna walk myself out. Then I'm gonna use this and push out. Now from here, while I push out, I can get my shoulders back and away from my ears. And then when I'm opening up, I'm gonna let my elbows bend a bit, but I'm not gonna let my shoulders, my arm come behind my chest, because then again, I gotta really use my shoulder to move. So there's a little cool trick I kinda do to get you guys to understand. Now if I go like this, you guys do it with me. You guys get off your chairs, your couch, hope you're not on the couch, exercise ball. Whatever you're sitting on, stand up. You're gonna go like this, and you're gonna go like this. You're gonna flex that chest. Whatever, right? Flexing your chest. All right, cool. We're gonna keep those hands straight, and we're gonna open up. We're gonna flex our chest again. We're gonna open a little more. We're gonna flex our chest, and then we're gonna go right to the side, and we're gonna go. I cannot flex my chest. That would be the equivalent of you having your fists behind, and let's see a lot of this happen at the time. It's this big, huge stretch here, then it's just like, to pull it back in. And then your shoulders like, yo, help me out here, dog. What's shoulder separation? Rotator cuff tear. I don't know, something, right? That's why you want to do this. So check it out. Now, if I go like this, and I just do a little bit of a I'm just gonna put these fists a little bit in front of my chest. Oh shit.
Boom, bang, firepower.
That's crazy. Let me watch. Just so you'll think I'm just faking it. Because he was like, he's faking, he's just not faking his chest. Watch, here we go again. My hands are opened up. Look, I'm really trying to flex my chest. Now I just do this. Easy. And that flexing of my chest is the first part of the activation of me doing shoulder adduction. So when I flex my chest, that's what you guys should be doing when you're doing this exercise in the first place. Flexing your chest, not just trying to pull your arm in. And that's the problem we have. A lot of people just pulling their arm in. And that's why they think that when I pull my arm in and I cross over like this, I'm getting a really good pump here because I really feel it. 100% you're gonna feel it. Watch. I'm here, right? I'm not saying don't come to here. I'm saying, look, my chest is already did what it needs to do. I'm already here, right? If I take my hand and put it to midline of mid of my body, it has already been adducted. Doing this isn't doing anything else. I have to protract to get more to help, to more to happen. So what's happening? Protraction and crossing is making you feel like this is working more when it's not. That's like me flexing my bicep here and be like, yo man, if I do this, it makes it harder. It's like, no, this is already as flex as I can get. There's nowhere else to go, but you gotta try this new bicep exercise I got, it's dope. You just do this and just keep because I know for sure this is gonna, no. So I'll give you guys an idea and a good visual. So you can see my chest. I'm just trying to have my shirt off so you guys can get all crazy at home. Lose your wives. Just joking. I just say that. Bam! Bust a move. Okay, so again, we're gonna take the weight, we're gonna take your handles, we're gonna pull them in, right? The weight's already coming off, and we're gonna take our step forward. We're gonna do like a little bit of a lunge forward. We don't need to be like all the way out here, and don't definitely cross over because when you're doing this, you're gonna be trying to tightrope and balancing the whole time. Take a step, shoulder width apart. And I'm already set up here. My back foot is gonna be on the ball of the toe. This is an athletic position. This gives me a lot more leverage than this. Please stop doing this. This is the most unathletic position I've ever seen in my entire life. This doesn't work. If I ever see you guys do this, I'm gonna kick in the back of the leg so it comes up like this. I'm just gonna roundhouse the back of your knee, and you're gonna be like, ow, thanks, Johnny, appreciate it, right? This gives me more leverage. Now from here, I can press this thing out. Already, look, let's check it out. Already my chest is already activated. This is where it needs to finish. This is my start and finish position from here. Core is engaged, like I'm trying to push a piece of poop out. Did I say that? Right? And then I'm gonna open up. And a couple things we wanna make sure is we keep this neutral position in our fists, but then again, we want our elbows to be a little bit up. Now, I don't mean internally rotate so then we're like this and we're just doing this stuff, because this is what I see a lot too. Come on, doing this, right? Here, shoulders back and away from your ears. We can protract a bit, no problem with protracting. We don't want shoulder elevation. We want shoulder depression and some protraction. So when the weight comes back, we're opening up, we're getting a nice stretch from here, and then we're pressing forward. We're letting it open up like a door. Elbows are breaking before our fists are behind our chest. There should be a great enough stretch here, and then we're engaging our core and pressing forward, and we are protracting on the way through. So we want to avoid doing a lot of this coming back here and this, and a lot of times we want to avoid also, again, I just talked about this, is having the elbows underneath. This happens. How many times you see this in the gym? Flies look like this, or pec deck, and we're like this. Doesn't work, right? You want to make sure that we keep these elbows, right fist, wrist, and elbows almost behind, not under the weight, behind the weight. Fist, wrist, and elbows, so we're here. So set it up again. We're in neutral position here, working the sternal head of our chest, basically like flat bench. Bringing it in, walking out, shoulder width apart, pressing it out, keeping those shoulders down, opening up, feeling that weight. I can still see the weight, right, that meaty palm of the hand we're talking about. It's right there. I'm wrapping the hands from here, and then I'm pressing forward. My chest, look, my chest is already working. This isn't gonna make it work even more. There's literally nothing my chest is doing. Stop doing this, stop doing this. There's no point of doing this whatsoever, right? I do the same thing if I was coming down from here, and you're probably wondering, how low should this go for me to work my chest, my clavicle head of my chest, or the upper chest? It just needs to go low enough that you're forcing a load for you to pull up. And if I went from here to here, that's not enough, right? Down low. Let's just say where your hands naturally are. How easy is that to remember, right? Where your hands naturally are, this is at 12, this is at 12. I can walk out from here, same idea, pull them in, press out from here. You can already see my chest working from here. And same thing. I'm opening up, my elbows are breaking, I'm not letting them come behind my chest, right? They're staying right in front. From here, I'm pressing up. Opening up from here and pressing up. Now if I want to work this part of my chest, just bring it all the way up to the height, to the highest point. And same idea, we're gonna pull it in, sit out a bit, press. My start and finishing position is here, and then here, and pressing down. And if you look at where I'm pressing and the angle of this is that I'm staying in the same angle of the cable. I'm not like this. This doesn't make any sense, right? This is angled exactly where it needs to be for me to get in across the part of my chest. From here, I'm pressing down. Guys, that is it for part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys apply any of these tips to your training, let me know about it in the comment section below. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know I'm a come that tell like it is, transparent, vulnerable truth. CoachingJohnRashid.com. If you want to know more about my coaching, guys, book yourself a 15 or 30-minute consult. At the end of the consult, I deduct off any package that you pick. Also hit the description below, guys, for the discount codes and promo codes that will save your life or change your life for the better. And guys, add me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you, because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.